record this.
Okay.
And welcome to the Dream Builders Circle. This is July's guest speaker evening, and I am so excited about this. I've known Patty for a while. I've heard her story a few times, and I am excited that you get to hear just a little bit about her and her life. And she goes perfectly with our topic and our theme this month, which is I believe, because I can see how she has just believed and doesn't have there is no other option. She's just going to believe that everything always works out. So I know that I can take some insights from that attitude and carry that forward in our lives. So I'm sure that you will feel the same after you've listened to what she has to share with us. So I am just going to read a little bit about Patty, and then she is going to take over and just do a little bit of her background. She's going to take us through a wonderful meditation and some Reiki she's going to share with us. And then we'll have some time at the end to just talk about what we've been hearing and if we have any questions or comments. So hopefully we can have some conversation around this topic about believing and just really starting to share our light with the world. So meet Patty Montgomery, lifelong learner, teacher, and energy healer with over 30 years of experience in education. Years ago, Patty began to pray to be a channel of blessings for others, all the while she was bringing the joy of learning to her students and spreading her light and love. Then in 2022, her prayers to be a channel for the blessings of others had been answered. Patty became attuned to Reiki. This mystical energy is providing Patty with the tools she needs to bring more light to the world. Patty is now a Reiki practitioner, providing Reiki therapy sessions, Reiki classes, meditation classes, and angel workshops. She is a registered Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki Master through ICRT and is also certified in Animal Reiki 1 and 2, as well as Crystal Reiki 1 and 2. Her work is heart-centered and focuses on helping people connect with their own energy for self-healing and growth. Patty has combined her background in teaching with the transformative power of Reiki to create empowering experiences for her clients and students. So welcome, Patty. I'm so happy that you are here and excited for you to share with us. So here's to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. And I am thrilled because I was asked by this wonderful person, Judy. I have watched Judy as well. And I love how you bring people up and lift them and have them look inside themselves to find their light. The topic of the title of my topic today is Shine. And just like my mother used to sing that little song to me, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And that was how I was raised, was with that. I followed 4 principles that would work for light workers. I consider myself to be a light worker. I consider Judy to be a light worker. I believe that anybody can be a light worker if we raise others up in love. I have these 4 principles that I want to share with you before I begin to tell you my little life story. The first one is accept everyone. And I have learned to accept everyone as they are. Don't judge them, not even in your thoughts. So you keep that thought away from getting out into the universe of judgment of others. It just is. And that's kind of how I've walked through my life, is just saying, well, this has happened, it is, and now where are we going to go from here? So acceptance, accept everyone. The second one is forgive yourself and others. Everyone has to be forgiven before you can actually really love yourself and forgive yourself, because we're a mirror to others. What we put out is what we see. So if we see ugliness, then we're going to receive that ugliness. If we see love and we see goodness out there, then we have more chance of getting that goodness back. So that gratitude every morning, starting off with gratitude is perfect for remaining in that kind of forgiving kind of attitude. And the third is compassion for all. We never know the battle that someone may be fighting. And so we need to be compassionate and just keep that in your heart. That's part of Karuna Reiki. Um, that it is called the Reiki of compassion, to be compassionate for others. And it's a beautiful energy. If you ever want to learn it, let me know, because I can teach that to you too. I can teach all those classes. The last of the four principles is unconditional love. This is a tough one because it's really hard to even love ourselves unconditionally, let alone love everybody unconditionally. That doesn't mean you have to be around them. I used to say, I prefer not to be around that energy, that person, that group. And I would remove myself without any judgment, and love them unconditionally. I think when we love each other unconditionally, we look to the light that's inside of each one of us, then that light can grow and everybody can begin to then see the light that's within each one of us. So those are the four principles that I've kind of let guide me throughout my life. I will tell you, I am 72. I have had a long life already. I've done many, many things. And I fortunately married my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 52 years and we still love each other dearly. In fact, it's stronger now than ever. And we raised three children. Our oldest is 51 and our youngest is 46. And then those are the boys. And then I have a daughter in between there. And then we have 7 grandchildren. 5 of them were from or 3 of them from my daughter's first marriage. And they're beautiful girls. They're 30 and 26 and 23 now. And they're just the light of my life. And then I have another granddaughter from my son who's 19, and she's going to be a teacher like I was, which makes grandma's heart happy.
Wow.
And then I have a wonderful grandson that's 22, just a darling boy, man, I should say. So we've got to be around our grandkids and our family for many, many years. So when I was first born, my mother said I never cried. She goes, Patty was the best baby. She just never cried. My mom had to help a lot because my dad was a logger in the logging woods. And she had to do a lot of the rough work or the tough work at home. And I guess I was just happy as a cat sitting in the baby crib, or it was actually one of those old wooden playpens. And I have a wonderful black and white picture of me sitting in the playpen with a dog watching over me. I keep it in this very room. I just love the picture. So I had a really wonderful babyhood, childhood. My parents were not rich by any means. We made our own clothes. We canned food. I was raised with the ability that you can do it, kind of an ability. We also they were very service-oriented people. My dad was a firefighter and wonderful. He started the paramedic program in Mesa, Arizona. They didn't have one at that time. And so I grew up in a really wonderful setting, a really wonderful world. Went to high school and met my husband. And let's see, I want to make sure I've not skipped anything. Yeah, my husband and I met at 15 and 16, and we didn't get married until we were 19 and 20. I did break up with him because I felt like it was probably important for me to meet other people. I always go by my gut and my instincts, and we knew we'd get back together, and we did. And so that was, our beginnings of our marriage. And then in 1978, I had a wonderful awakening. I was 25 years old. And my husband had the same awakening at the same time, which is really golden, that we both came aware of there is more to ourselves than this body, that we have this light inside of us that glows. And when we love each other and show joy, that it really does make a difference in raising the vibration of the world. So I knew then that I had a deeper purpose, and I didn't know what it was at that time. I didn't yet, had never even planned on being a teacher. It just didn't occur to me. We did a lot of reading and getting together with other people in small groups and talking about metaphysics and the what's happening to raise the frequency of our world, to love one another and begin to live in harmony. That's my goal in life. And my mission is to lift others so we can all together reach that goal. Um, so we had this friend, she was psychic, a really amazing psychic, really like true psychic. If you want to know what I mean, like when you go to somebody and they tell you something and then it happens 5 years later, you know that they're pretty accurate. And she was so accurate, it was uncanny. She was a wonderful woman. She was teaching this class to a group of ladies at that time. It was in the 70s or 80s by then. And she was teaching them about regression. And she was teaching them how to bend spoons and use their kinetic energy. Really fascinating stuff in the metaphysical world. And she called me and said, Patty, I really need you to come help me because I want these women to watch you be regressed to a past life so they aren't afraid to go into this regression on their, for themselves. So I was delighted to do that. And so I went back to this lifetime, and you guys, I was a one-room schoolhouse teacher. I can tell you the whole lifetime. I lived in the room of one of my students, and I can remember the clapboard side of the house. It was in Missouri. It was in Oakfield, Missouri, or Oak Ridge. I'm not sure which. And then she would move me forward in time. And I told her, oh, I'm the school teacher. And she'd say, well, how many students do you have? I'd say 17. And I was so proud of that. I was probably 17 years old at the time because, the school teachers were very young back then. And I was really proud of myself that I could read and write and teach. And then she moved me further on in time, and I declared to her, oh, this man that built my schoolhouse asked me to marry him. And you can't teach back then, back in the 1850s, when you're married or pregnant, especially. That would be horrible to expose those children to that. And so I married my husband, and he's my husband now, the same man that I'm married to now. I was married to back in that day. And so here I am, a one-room schoolhouse teacher that has now gotten married. And so she said, well, let's move forward 5 years. What are you doing? Well, I'm sitting in a rocking chair and I have a dress up to my neck and it's wrapped all around me and I'm big and pregnant, having my own children. And then she would move me forward a little bit farther and finally took me out to the other side of my life. She said, this won't hurt. You won't even feel anything. You're just going to move out of your body and go into the next phase. And she said, well, where are you now? And I went to a graveyard and I couldn't find my stone. And she said, well, they probably haven't put it up yet. You're too early. So I got this whole lifetime of being a school teacher. And I looked at this woman, the psychic, and said, Rosemary, I think I need to go back to school and become a teacher. And she said, well, then go do it. She was one of those people. If you say you can do something, you should do it. So I did. And I had 3 kids and a husband at this time. When I went back to school, I was 31 when I graduated, and got a job right away. And that was another really cool thing is most people would put their application in a lot of districts and so they'd make sure they get a job. Well, I put mine in one district because I wanted to work there, and that was my mindset. That was my intention. I'm going to get a job, and I did. And I even got 2 offers, either to be an accelerated teaching program or to go in a regular classroom. And I went in the regular classroom saying, I need experience knowing what typical children are going to be doing. So I taught for a few years, and then my husband and I decided, oh, we're going to move our children to the north part of Arizona, the cool pines, no TV. We're going to be in in a very small community. I got a teaching job there, and here I was, a third year teacher, and they said, well, you're going to have to teach PE to the elementary kids. And I said, okay. I'd never been taught to teach PE, guys. So I bought a book and I learned what I needed to and taught PE one year. And I was teaching kindergarten in the morning, and I'd go teach PE. Then I'd get dressed back again and I would teach high school art because I had an art minor from college. And so anytime I was handed something that might go, somebody might go, oh my gosh, I'm so, I don't know if I can do this. My attitude was always, okay, let me look into it. I will do that. So we had a big PE affair that I had to organize for the whole school. It was just interesting to be there. Well, the second year, I happened to teach a multi-age or a combination for fifth, sixth grade class. So I learned a little bit about having two grade levels at that point in my life. And right about the end of that second year of teaching, they canned me. they, we were sitting in a school board meeting, and they offered contracts to the other teachers, and they didn't offer me a contract. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And, I just, well, okay, this is what is. Now, what are we going to do? And no kidding, guys, my friend who was my next door neighbor teacher when I first started teaching gave me a call, and she said, hey, Patty, do you want a job? And she was kidding, but she didn't know I'd lost my job. And she said, I happen to be interim personnel director this year, and I would hire you back in a minute. And I got hired back in my first district. And soon after that, myself and two other teachers initiated a model of teaching that was one room schoolhouse. And it lasted for 18 years. I had first, second, and third graders that stayed with me. They'd come in as a 6-year-old and leave as a 9-year-old. We taught hands-on. You grew the flowers. You watched the life cycles of butterflies because you had them in your classroom. We went camping. I did science and nature. We did simulations where we actually went back to the 1850s, one of my social studies units, and I was a one-room schoolhouse teacher. I made the clothing of the day. I separated the kids because boys couldn't sit with girls. They were taught that. So in teaching 1850 lessons, they got the regular stuff, but via what it was like in a one-room schoolhouse. So I actually, that initial regression where I went back, it played right into the importance of what I needed to do today. And I also brought love into that classroom. I went into teaching to bring love to children, love of themselves, love for each other, love for the earth and ecology, and then to just love learning. And that's why we did the hands-on and brought the butterflies in, all of that. And so I did that, like I said, for 18 years. I also taught student teachers. I had 18 student teachers, and I had interns in my class. So I had probably 40 different interns because it was a really different model to teach with. And people would come in with their students and watch. So it was a really wonderful program. And then I retired in 2014. I miss the kids, so I would volunteer for quite a while. I would go in and volunteer to listen to them read and, do that kind of thing. And then a little while after that, my husband and I did a bunch of travel. We had already been traveling all over the Western United States. I love photography. I was actually a photographer when I went back to school, J.C. Penney's photographer, and took those pictures. And so after retiring and we were driving around a lot and doing vacationing, I decided to sell Rodan and Fields. It's a skincare, because one of my school teachers that I had taught with for a long time, husband was dying of cancer, and she decided to start selling Rodan and Fields kind of to bring in a little more money. And I thought, well, I'll help her out by, buying a kit from her. And then I fell in love with the product, and I started doing all of the events. And that's where I met Denise McWhirter. And then I met Judy through those selling events. And a kind of a cool thing. Let me make sure I didn't skip something real quick. Okay. I'm all the way on the back, which is great. Sorry. I forgot this one thing I really needed to tell you. Judy's going, yes, you did. Every morning when I was teaching, we would have a moment of silence after the Pledge of Allegiance. And so I would sit silently and pray this in my head. And I'm going to tell you the whole prayer today. I don't usually tell the whole prayer, but this time I'm going to. I would say, O Lord, maker of heaven and earth, giver of life and love, be thou near to me, make me a channel of blessings for others day by day. And so it is. And then I would say, the light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, and the presence of God watches over me. And wherever I am, God is. And a lot of people are a little averse to the word God sometimes. I know that sounds weird, but I've had people that say, well, I prefer you say universe or source or the one source, one force. And I don't mind the word. I use the word, it has the same meaning to me. It's the all in all. It's our source. And so I had this prayer and I prayed it every day, you guys, for 30 years and waited, for this ability to channel blessings. And so that was a really important part that I did kind of skip over there. And and so here I am, I'm now retired, and 8 years later, actually 6 years later, we moved to Vancouver, Washington. And my husband and I were on a trip up here visiting my son. He lives in Oregon, just across the bridge from Vancouver. And we would come up and visit. And one time we said, why are we living here? We love it here. We might as well move up here. And so we moved up here in 2021. And then I met somebody that does Reiki up here, and she started talking about it, and I helped her edit some paperwork, and I was reading about Reiki. I didn't know anything about it. And once I read about it, I was like, this sounds like channeling, like what I want to do. And then I met another person, and I met her through my crystals connection, that I would buy crystals from her. And so I took Reiki, and then you guys, I took it 5 more times because I didn't have to pay. I paid the one time and then I reviewed it the next 5 times so that I could know it thoroughly and be able to teach it. Then I took the class to teach, and then I took Karuna. And since then I've taken the crystal class and the animal Reiki classes. And so I've, educated myself. And now it's amazing because I started my business in 22. I bought my Reiki table. I bought all the equipment that I needed, with the computer and all of that. And then I didn't have anybody come. I couldn't get customers, I would put flyers in crystal shops and in health food stores and hand out my card everywhere. But I didn't know that many people up here. And so I finally, started connecting with a few people and started my first classes, but it didn't go like a whole bang of classes or a whole bunch of people coming to me. And then I got into the events, and we decided that I could share about Reiki in the events and share what I offer to people. And I don't just offer the Reiki sessions or the Reiki classes, but let me tell you what it is I offer, and then I'll open it up for some questions a little bit. Is that okay if I open up for questions before my meditation? Okay, so I do give a group Reiki infused meditation class. It's an hour long. It's only $20 because it's a group. And then I give you a copy of that meditation so that you can listen to it and practice meditating. Meditation is such an important thing for us to be doing right now. Going inside is one of the most important things, and we should all be doing it every day. Going inside and calming and aligning ourselves. And Reiki goes in and aligns your chakras to help you do that. I also do private Reiki therapy sessions, and it's on Zoom, just like this. And people come to me for about 30 minutes. We end up spending about 45 together because we'll chat before and after. And I do it via the long distance symbol, and that it's very sacred, it's transcendental. And I actually go into a state where I feel like I am with you transcendentally right over your body. So then the next thing that I give is an angel workshop series. And the angel workshop series, Judy is going to attend. I'm so excited about it. It's in August. I'll do it again, I'm sure, but it's in August, the 14th. I'm not gonna get the dates right. Judy, I'll just put it in the thing. I don't want to mess them up. So that's a series. So it's 4 different classes, 90 minutes each. And then I teach Reiki 1 and 2 classes, and I also teach Master Reiki class. The 1 and 2 teaches you to give Reiki to yourself and others. The Master class allows you to teach others how to do Reiki. So that's what those are the things that I offer at this point. All right, are there questions about that?
Gonna ask about, and I know I signed up for this, but what in the angel workshop, what are we gonna be doing?
We're going to be talking about how you protect yourself, how you bring in protection, how you talk to your angels. We all have at least one angel from birth that's with us forever. We'll talk about what angels and what we do, how they help us.
Yeah.
We'll talk about because lots of people have had experiences where they believe an angel did something that helped them, that protected them. And I'll do meditations. I have 4 different meditations for the angel workshop. I will also be pulling the angel oracle cards. We'll do a card pull. We'll journal and discuss and do homework, a little bit of journaling homework, and then coming back together. So there's
Awesome.
lots involved.
Yeah, thank you.
Good question. You bet.
Anyone else have questions at this point? There's another couple Reiki ladies in
You
here.
have a
Did you
question,
say?
Bonnie? Bonnie
Oh.
has a question.
Okay.
That prayer that you prayed to yourself?
Did you say, do I Reiki myself?
No.
I didn't quite catch that.
The prayer.
Yeah, the prayer that you prayed to yourself. Can you put that in the chat so I wrote
Absolutely. Absolutely.
the of God, yes. Me. That's all I got. The of God and me. I knew that was consistent. That's all.
Are you not able to hear me?
No, I just couldn't write.
Okay, I'm making sure that you can hear me.
No, I can hear you. I just
okay.
When I was actually resting my back when I was laying there, and I was like, wait, I need to write this down. And then I will
do it. I will do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I give that to a lot of people.
Oh, yay. Thank you. I love it.
And the origin of that prayer is Edgar Casey and Unity Church. And I don't know which one came from which right off the top of my head, but we went to Unity Church when
we were married in a Unity church, Ted and I.
You were? Okay.
Yeah, in Winnipeg. Yeah.
Awesome. They're wonderful. And anybody know about Edgar Casey? Yeah, Melody. I went back to the Virginia Beach Edgar Casey Foundation. It's amazing. The library. Wow.
Yeah.
Very amazing. He was an amazing medium and channeler while he slept. He didn't know what he was saying, but he made thousands of diagnoses for people. And there are books written about him, and there are books about his channeling.
Yeah, I've got some books.
So any other?
I have a question.
I have a hand up. Denise, is your hand up on purpose? Okay.
I forgot about my hand putting up.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I was going to ask you, but you answered it. It was from Daily Unity, and that's the prayer of protection, right? The prayer of
Yes,
protection.
it is.
I don't know it by heart, but I've read it. I read Daily Word every day. I get the little meditation book.
Awesome.
I remember reading it, and I like to memorize it like you did, because that's great. But also I wanted to ask you about for the private sessions in the angel workshops, how much is the sessions for the private on Zoom and the angel workshops that you're gonna be doing?
The private session is $45.
Oh, I didn't hear that, sorry. I only heard the group class one. Okay, thank you.
And
And
then
the-
the angel workshop is 111. A great
One-
angel number.
I was gonna say 111, 1111.
Yes,
I'm into angel numbers too. Thank you. It was great hearing your story. I appreciate it.
thank you.
And that's US dollars?
I didn't hear you.
That's US dollars?
Yes, it is. I'm in the US. I'm not actually in Canada, Vancouver. A lot of people wonder. When they hear Vancouver, they think Canada,
Yeah.
Oh, it's better
especially if
sunny
you're in
Vancouver.
Canada.
Vancouver,
Melanie,
Canada.
are you in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Calgary.
I
Alberta.
thought so.
Yeah.
I thought I knew that. All right. Well, if there aren't, oh, I have a
Bonnie.
hand from Bob.
Yeah. Bonnie has a question.
Okay, so I know it's probably out of way left field, but how does Reiki and crystals align with following Christ as
With-
far as that narrow road goes? Do you know?
I'm not sure exactly what you said. Anybody hear it better than me?
How
Wanted-
does,
She she wanted to know how Reiki and crystals align with the following of Christ, correct? Is that what you said?
Oh,
Yes.
well, okay, to me, and I was raised in a Christian church, and Jesus is like my brother. He walks with me, comes in and comforts me anytime I call on him. In my opinion, Christ is not just owned or espoused by the Christian church. The Christ light that I'm talking about is for anybody. And Buddha reached Christhood in that religion. And there are many, many masters, ascended masters who reached enlightenment. Although Jesus is like the stellar example, and I felt like Jesus was the Son of God brought to bring love to earth. Does that kind of help more, Bonnie?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I agree. Jesus is the Son of God, so that helps. But
And it doesn't matter that what you can follow any religion. Reiki actually supports love. And so many other religions, the basis of them is do unto others as you want them to do to you. But mankind gets involved and their ego gets involved, and then their power overtakes them. And a lot of churches make you feel guilty, don't make you feel joyful, so I'm real cautious about that.
so Reiki can help you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Yes. What it does is it works in your energy system. We all have chakras, which are part of our energy system. And the Reiki brings in the life force, the source from above, to help those chakras clear out any stuck energy. And your body is the one that heals. It does the healing, not me, and not the Reiki. It just sets it up so you can heal.
Yeah, the body's the conduit for spirit to work through.
The body
Yes.
also keeps score. I don't know if you guys have read that book, but trauma to your body,
Yes.
your body keeps it. Your body remembers it. So,
Absolutely. Hangs on to it.
mhm, mhm.
I also have been, I have this one meditation. I haven't put it in my list of services yet, but I want to do a meditation. It's a clearing. It's not really a meditation so much as I talk you through a clearing of each of your energy bodies. And that's coming. I've offered it to one person so far, and I think we're going to do it this next week. And that's $60. So it's a Reiki therapy session and clearing of your chakras before oh, honey, don't fall.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
But I was about to say, coming soon to a theater near you. Woo! Right?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, so
Always-
like in the $40 session, it's a Reiki session, and you do what in that?
I'll bring you into a state of feeling connected between heaven and earth
Okay.
first and get you calm. And then I ask you to receive Reiki.
Wait, you can do that all in one session?
Yeah,
Getting me calm. Ha.
hopefully that's your job. I'm kidding.
No, I'm not getting me calm. Good luck. But go ahead.
Okay, well, hopefully everybody that wants to come for a Reiki session is ready to like get relaxed. And I teach you a little bit about breathing, which we're going to be doing in a few minutes.
So we sit down, or we lay down, or
You,
we.
you may sit, you may lay. Most people just lay back and relax. I've had people go on a bed and lay down while the computer's looking at them. I don't need to see them after I talk to them. I do, if I'm going to do a Reiki session over the phone or just without just knowing that I'm just doing it, excuse me. I usually I'll look at their picture. And whenever I send the Reiki, the long distance Reiki symbol, I pictured them and I say their name. And I have several other symbols. I have about 16 different symbols that I use during the session. And I don't decide, I allow Reiki. I tell Reiki, take over, guide me. And that's what happens.
And we sign up for a session. How?
You can sign up for a session through my email. If you want to go to my website, it's going to be posted, I think, below. Is that
I'll
right,
share
Judy?
all those details.
Yeah,
Okay,
all the
thanks,
details of
Judy.
how to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
I would love to give you a session, Bonnie. It's a really good price too, because I don't do this for the money, just like I went into teaching. I didn't do it to make money, believe me, because
No, I'm
teaching
good.
doesn't pay.
I'm good. I'm gonna sign up.
Okay, I love
I'm
that.
super
Thank you
ready.
so
Yeah,
much.
I'm good. Yeah, why
Right
not?
now, Bonnie,
Who's gotta give?
I'm going to warn you now, we're going to go into a meditation session in a minute. You might want to get relaxed. Find your spot if you can.
Okay, how many minutes do we
right.
have? Like 3? 1.5?
Does anybody else have any other questions or comments
Thank
before
you
we
so
go
much.
to the meditation? You are welcome. Thank you. All right. Well, let's all shine. Let's shine our light. Take some good breaths first and get relaxed. I think I can't. I usually turn on my music and I have a habit. Oh, I'm going to turn on the music. Do you want to turn on some music? Or do we want music? I always do I think it's called meditation. There's a folder that helps. And what we're going to do is just begin to get comfortable. You're going to be taking 3 deep breaths in a minute. You're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to hold it. You might hold to the count of 4. And then you're going to release through your mouth. And then what you're doing is you're increasing your own life force when you breathe like that. And I suggest that you do this every morning or when you feel tired. Breathe in and just deeply breathe in. And so I'm going to give you a moment now to take those 3 deep breaths. Just take your time to do that before we start. And I'm going to do it with you. Let your shoulders drop and let your jaw soften. And let your heart begin to open. Starting now to connect with your heart and letting go of any mental chatter. As thoughts come in, just let them drift back out again. Don't fight the process. All is well. As you start to relax more you become aware of a golden liquid light connecting to the top of your crown. This golden light is source energy, pure energy, coming from all that is. We are also part of all that is and part of the source energy. And as you breathe in and draw more of it down, you will find that it connects with your crown and starts to relax every hair on your head, taking you into a deeper and more relaxed state. Every breath you take brings in more light and helps you to relax more as the light moves down now across your scalp and then across your neck and shoulders, moving all the way down into your fingertips, where you may feel a tingling as any tension starts to leave your body. You find that the deeper you go, the better it feels, and the better it feels, the deeper you want to relax. More and more. Allow the golden light now to move down over your face and over your chest, relaxing more and more, taking you deeper into a space and place that feels way more chill than Zen, or more chill than you may have felt at the beginning. Allow the energy to move down your back, releasing and relaxing all of those big muscles. You may feel this as waves of relaxation moving down your back, taking you deeper and deeper into relaxation. And at the same time, it moves down now across your abdomen. You know that all of your internal organs are working perfectly and in harmony, glowing with health, and all is well. Then allow the energy to start to move down your legs and all of those big muscles at the tops of your legs, your hips and your pelvis, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. And as it moves across your knees and down to your feet, you may again feel a little tingle in the soles of your feet as any energy that's tension or that needs to be released is sent down into the earth for recycling. You are now connected to heaven and earth. You're protected in a bubble of golden white light, and it's time we take an imaginary journey together. I want you to imagine now that you are standing at the edge of a calm, beautiful lake. The air is warm and the sun is rising gently in the sky. You feel the golden light beginning to spill over the horizon, touching the surface of the water like diamonds dancing on the ripples. You step closer to the water's edge. You can feel the soft earth beneath your feet. And as you breathe in, you begin to feel something stir within you. A soft glow, a quiet spark right in the center of your chest, your heart space. This is your light, your soul light, the divine spark within you. With every breath, this little light of yours begins to grow gently, warmly, like a candle flame becoming brighter, steadier, stronger. Now imagine the sunlight overhead shining down on you, a golden beam coming from source that connects to your crown, pouring a warm courage, love, and joy over you. The sunlight and your heart light are working together now, joining as one, and that light begins to radiate out through your whole being, glowing through your skin, shimmering in your aura, and casting reflections like sunlight on water, bright, moving, and alive. You are a lighthouse. You are a sunbeam on water. You are the spark that cannot be dimmed. This little light of yours is sacred, eternal, and needed in this world. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now, take a moment to quietly repeat to yourself, either silently or aloud, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No matter the day, no matter the storm, I will shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No matter the day, no matter the storm, I will shine. Now take another deep breath and feel the light within and around you. Feel yourself rooted to the earth, flowing like water and glowing like the sun. And as you remain in this space and place of peace, I ask that you accept the healing energy of Reiki as it is sent through the sacred long distance symbol. When you are ready, gently bring yourself back to your body. Return to the space that you're sitting in. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your hands to your heart and carry this light with you wherever you go. And so it is. Thank you for accepting this healing. Namaste. I would like to know if anybody felt anything that they would like to share. Perhaps you saw something in your mind's eye.
It's very relaxing for me. Very relaxing.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt deep relaxation. Very
Good.
deep, yeah.
Good.
This is so good.
Okay. I saw in my mind's eye an apple tree. Does that mean anything to any of you? I was asking, what does an apple tree mean? And all I really got was life.
I've had reference recently to a mustard tree and just how big it is. And, right, everything starts with that little
Yeah.
seed.
The
Yeah.
little seed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A good
I'll
one.
be honest with you. I was rocking a horrific headache and I was really finding it hard to concentrate.
Uh-huh.
So I started praying and I said,
Yeah.
Lord, if you're in this, if this is okay with you, make something happen that is going to make me know that it's okay. And I do believe by the end I fell asleep and my headache is gone.
That's
So,
great. So you were able to relax enough to release that.
yeah, I think I was stressed over, is the Lord in this? Is that okay with him?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because the whole chasing false doctrine, chasing, things like that. I'm like, I'm so not into that. But
No.
I have been just rocking this horrific neck, head pain for so many days and it went away.
Had a moment of release. I
It's
would say.
gone. I
Yeah.
mean, it might be slightly there in the background, but I received whatever healing you were giving out. The Lord was in it, and I said, okay. So,
Absolutely. The Lord is in anything to do with Reiki. It's all about love. God is love. Jesus
yes, and He
brought
is
us
the
love.
ultimate healer. So,
I know. Well,
yay.
I'm so happy for you, Bonnie. Does anybody have anything else they want to share? I enjoyed it myself. That was the first time I've done that with anybody. I came up with that one just special for this event. The let your light shine. I want everybody to let their light shine. Do we want to do a journal prompt of that?
Well, it's 7 o'clock. Does
I know
anybody
it
need to
might
get
be too
going?
late. I could give you the prompt.
Okay.
Definitely. But
And
I
you
have
guys,
one more thing to
yes,
say.
yes.
I am way more relaxed than I have been in months. Like right
Cool.
now, there's nothing pressing on my mind. Usually there's about 1,000 things
Yeah.
that are reaching for my attention. Just
Mhm.
the other day, I was talking to somebody and I was trying to like focus on one thing at a time. And I literally looked up and I said, can you guys all like take a break? Can you all get in line, take a number and go one at a time, please? And that's not happening right now, like at all. I am so relaxed. I'm like, do I want to sleep? And I'm like, nope, don't want to sleep. Just,
I'm so glad.
I'm,
Melody, did you, oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie, were you
no,
not
I'm
finished?
just, thank you. Thank you. And
Oh,
thank
thank you, honey. Melody, were you going to say something?
Oh, I was looking forward to the journal prompt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, great.
You
So,
yourself even look different.
oh, I do.
Yeah,
Isn't that fun?
yeah. There's just a
Uh,
glow with you. Yeah.
You know, you guys, when you're Reiki attuned and you send Reiki, it comes through your body. So I'm giving myself Reiki
Yeah.
while I'm giving you Reiki.
Yeah.
It has truly added to my ability to not be triggered. That's a big one because we get triggered all the time with things.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing a prompt about my light will shine. But what are you going to do? How are you going to make, what activity or what can you do for yourself or others that will show that your light is shining? And if you want to just add to it, something of your own, like I am a light. I like to do a lot of positive affirmations. I am affirmations. I use those a lot. So I am the light. And what does that mean? What am I going to do to show that I am the light?
One thing I wrote down when you were talking about shining your light and being the lighthouse, that's really our belief, right? And when we have that strong belief, it's like that's our alignment, that is our light. And so we are able to see more opportunities. We're able to maybe push away that fear and do some of the things that we've always wanted to do. So yeah, that just kind of the more belief we have, the more in alignment and in flow that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we're shining to shine.
Absolutely. I believe that. I'm
Yeah,
aligned because I believe I'm aligned. Everything is about intention.
yeah. So good. So good.
I've so enjoyed this, ladies, so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Judy.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you everyone for being here. And we'll put the recording in the group and we'll put a little bit about this prompt and how to get a hold of Patty. And it would be really fun if we would all go to the angel workshop.
Oh, it'd be so cool to do the
Be so
angel
cool.
work with you
Yeah,
ladies.
yeah.
What I'm doing right now is I'm going to type in before we're done, or Judy, maybe what I could do is type the prayer protection, because
Yes.
I'm going to give you a couple versions of it.
Okay.
Let me just share this real quick because I know we're finished, but I do, and now I've learned since using the prayer protection that there's a gal named Diana Cooper, and she writes about the golden future. And she's been studying for years too. She's like probably in her 80s, late 80s. But she taught me about putting an archangel ball around me.
Mhm.
So I will send you the archangel ball prayer. It is the prayer protection,
Okay.
but it adds the other archangels that are involved.
Okay.
And I give you
And
guys so much, but I know we don't have time.
yeah, and I'll put that in the post where the video will be. I'll put your contact and the prayer of protection because
Okay.
then, yeah, then people will know what's in the video too. So good.
Yeah.
Is,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Patty.
is the prayer of protection the one that you repeated
That
in
was the
the
one I
beginning?
used. That's
Okay,
the one you
yes.
heard. Yeah,
Yes, please. Thank you,
yeah,
Judy.
I will. I will do that. All right. Is there
Thank
anything?
you. Next month, we're talking about fear. So that's going to be an interesting one too. There's kind of a process in these. I am worthy, I believe, kind of taking care of ourselves. So next month, we're gonna deal with the fears that come up that keep us stuck and how we can better shine our light.
Great. All
Good to
right.
see everyone. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Take
Bye,
care.
Denise. Bye.
Shine your light. Bye.
Keep shining.